Hello friends, good morning friends. Welcome once again to our grammar class, and with you is Miss Matilda. And today in our grammar class we'll be taking the topic sentences. What did I say? Sentences, yes, sentences. We're going to be looking at the definition of sentence and the types of sentences. Alright. What is a sentence? What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words with a finite verb. Yeah, sure, like a clause. So a group of words with a subject and that verb that makes the predicate. A group of words with a subject and a predicate which expresses a complete thought, a complete idea. A group of words with a subject and a predicate which expresses a complete thought. It must begin with a capital letter and end with an appropriate punctuation mark. Appropriate, because you can't just use any type of punctuation mark you choose to end your sentence. Alright, an example of a sentence is: we went to the zoo. They ran. It's my book. These are simple sentences. They convey complete thought. But now let's look at the types of sentences. How many types of sentences do we have in English? Somebody said 2. If you said 4, you're correct. We have 4 types of sentences. Again, we have 4 types of sentences. Now, the first one is the simple sentence. The second is the compound sentence. The third is the complex sentence. Whereas the fourth is the compound complex sentence. Alright, what is a simple sentence? A simple sentence, as you have just said, is another name for independent clause. Yeah, that's correct. But let's put it well. A simple sentence is that sentence that contains or conveys only one subject. It contains only one subject and a finite verb, and it conveys only one idea. Only one subject, one verb, and one thought. We have 4 types of simple sentences. 4 types. Number 1, we have the declarative simple sentence. You declare. It's a statement. You say a thing. I have a dream. I shall be leaving for London tomorrow. I bought a new car. Declaring something. Another type of simple sentence, number 2, is the interrogative simple sentence. Interrogative. It wants to know. You want to ask. So it is a question sentence. It must end with a question mark. Where have you been? Question mark. Number 3, we have imperative simple sentence. An imperative is a command. Do it now. Stay there. Read your book always. Now, the imperative simple sentence can either take the full stop at the end or an exclamation mark. Note, the question mark takes the question sentence rather takes a question mark, while the interrogative takes either a full stop or the exclamation mark. And then lastly, the 4th type of simple sentence is the exclamatory simple sentence. Exclamatory. An expression of strong emotion. Something touches you, so you exclaim. Maybe for joy or for sorrow or for surprise. So I have What a day! It ends with an exclamation mark. Alright, the next type of sentence, number 2, we said is the compound sentence. Now I know that many of us live in large compounds. Now, in that compound you live in, do you have only one room? No. So, in that large compound that is fenced, has a gate, we sometimes can find a kitchen. We find a toilet. We find a bedroom or bedrooms. We find the sitting room, the study room, and so on and so forth. So we have a compound made of different rooms, so many rooms. Let's bring that to English. A compound sentence is one which contains two independent clauses. That means two simple sentences linked together by a coordinating conjunction. Do we still remember coordinating conjunction? It has the acronym FANBOYS. Remember your FANBOYS? FANBOYS. Yes. Oh, please, girls. It's not a boy thing. It's just the acronym. So it's FANBOYS. The F for fanboy stands for, the A for and, the N for no, the B for but, the O for or, the Y for yet, and of course the S for seldom. So we have examples like, number 1, Vine is a great school and I love to be there. Vine is a great school. Simple sentence. I love to be there. Simple sentence. One idea, remember. Linked together by the coordinating conjunction and. So I have Vine is a great school and I love to be there. Very quickly we'll look at the complex sentence. Now, yeah, it sounds, the name is complex, so we think it's complex. It's not so complex. We can sort it out. Now, let's calm down. Take a breath. A complex sentence is one that has one main clause. That is one simple sentence and one or more subordinate clauses. So in a complex sentence, you have one main clause, one or more simple subordinate clauses. So you have one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. Now, take note that when the dependent clause comes first before the independent clause, you mark it off with a comma. An example is, when I am ready to leave, I will leave. I will leave is an independent clause. When I am ready to leave is a dependent clause, a subordinate clause. It begins with the subordinate conjunction when. So you have something like, when I'm ready to leave, comma, I will leave. But look at the B sentence. This is the book that I was searching for. No punctuation mark, other than the full stop that comes at the end. So this is the book that I was searching for, straight up. It's a complex sentence, but no punctuation mark in between. Alright, finally we'll look at the compound complex sentence. Hello friends, calm down. Compound, two simple sentences. Complex, one simple sentence, one or more dependent clauses. So don't get confused. First of all, you have a compound formation. And then you have maybe one or two subordinate clauses just come together. That's it. It's not difficult. Alright. A compound complex sentence is a form of sentence which contains two independent clauses and one or more subordinate clause or clauses. Right. An example is, Audu did not sleep until midnight. Can you tell me the type of sentence that is? Yes, straight up, simple sentence, independent clause. He forgot to do his homework. Simple sentence. Now we have, Audu did not sleep until midnight, but he forgot to do his homework. Because he was watching the television. Because is a subordinate conjunction linking, introducing the subordinate clause. So we have two independent clauses and one subordinate clause. That gives us our compound complex sentence. I'll take sentence number, the C sentence. The bell rang and the students rushed back because they would be punished if they did not. The bell rang, one simple sentence. The students rushed back, another simple sentence. Because they would be punished, one dependent clause. If they did not, another dependent clause. So we have, thank God, two simple sentences, two subordinate clauses, making all the compound complex sentence. Alright, let's try this out. You do this quickly for me. Let me ascertain that you have learned from Miss Matilda today. Alright. Number one, I would ask you to identify the simple sentences in the following complex sentences. We're dealing with the same sets of sentences. Number 1 and 2 questions will make use of the 4 sentence examples given. Alright, so number 1, we're taking number 1 now. Identify the simple sentences in the following complex sentences. The complex sentences are: Tom spoke to the soldier who was wounded. I saw him when the clock struck 5. As soon as the sun rose, the soldiers resumed their march. I believed the story that the victim told. Alright. Go ahead. Okay, we'll ask to identify simple sentences. I'll just work that out with you. And you will use the number 2 for your homework. Now, we're identifying simple sentences. We have Tom spoke to the soldier. That's it. That's it. Independent clause. Tom, the subject, spoke the verb. One idea. Tom spoke to the soldier. Who was wounded is the subordinate clause. B. I saw him. I saw him. That's all. When the clock struck 5 is another thing, another topic for another day. It's a subordinate clause. It cannot stand alone. It needs other words to make a sentence complete. Alright. C. As soon as the sun rose, the soldiers resumed their march. The soldiers resumed their march. Can stand on its own to make complete sense. But let's look at the other one. As soon as the sun rose. So, what happened? You see, it can't stand on its own to make complete sense. So it's a subordinate clause. Whereas, the soldiers resumed their march. It's a simple sentence. The last one, I believed the story. Simple, complete. That the victim told. It doesn't make complete sense. So that's a subordinate clause. But I believe the story is the simple sentence. Alright, friends. We're going to stop here today. I hope that you had a great time having this lesson. If you have concerns, you have questions, please feel free to send it across. The Lord bless you. Please keep yourself safe. I want to see you soon. Bye-bye.